Hey everyone, it's Champagne here with Health, Hair, and Fitness. First things first, I just wanted to let you guys know that West LA has summer session again. West LA hasn't had summer session for like 2 years, if not more, due to the budget cuts. So I don't know why I'm so excited. Maybe because I'm benefiting from summer school, but hey, whatever. So, for those of you who do want to check into some classes, want to brush up on some math, or maybe you want to pursue another degree, you want to get some general education classes taken care of, summer school is back at West LA. It's still been around at other schools, but for some people, West LA is just a better school because it's local. They feel comfortable there. I don't know. Whatever the case might be, just know that there is an option for you. So that is my first announcement. My second announcement is that I am officially going to graduate next spring. No, I'm not going to graduate this June because I personally don't want to walk the stage if I am not completely done. So I have a couple more classes and it's exciting. The class that I thought I was going to have to take, during the regular school year, I get to take online at West LA for free, just because I qualify for financial aid and that one fee waiver or whatever. It's exciting. I don't even know how to explain it, how to express it, but it's crazy for me because it's like, this is not the journey that I thought I was going to be taking. When I was in high school, you could not convince me that I was not going to a black college 4 years straight, gonna pledge, and be done. You couldn't convince me of anything other than that. So when I had to come home after the first semester because I didn't qualify for loans, since I was not 18 years old yet, graduating from high school early had its ups and its downs. It was just crazy. It's crazy. I went to Hampton University. I begged and pleaded. I told my mom, if you don't sign this permission slip or this application or whatever it was at the time, I'm going to forge your signature and I'm on a plane. I already ordered my ticket. I already booked my flight. And she signed it. She let me go. So that support has definitely, helped me in the long run, because to think that a parent would let her 16-year-old daughter, I was 16 at the time, 16-year-old daughter, go to another state, 3,000 or 30,000 or something crazy kind of miles away. I live in Los Angeles / Inglewood, California, and I went to Hampton University in Hampton, Virginia. And she let me go. So, I had to come home, and I just wasn't ready to do the whole JC yet. I wasn't ready to transfer to another school yet. I just was not ready. So I said, you know what? I'm going to enroll in cosmetology school. And that's what I did. February of 2009, I was officially, a cosmetology student. December 31st, I finished my hours. January something, I graduated. We had our ceremony. I got my certificate of completion. March 2010, I think it was March 8th, 2010, I took my license, my, state board test, passed, got my license. April, I was in a salon, working here and working there, doing multiple things, going to school full time still. I enrolled back into, enrolled into West LA February of 2010. So my timeline was a little off. Let me try again. January, got my certificate of completion, and we had our ceremony. February, I was officially enrolled in West LA. March, this is still 2010 that I'm talking about, I had my cosmetology license. So I started working in the salon, like I said, in April. And I was working in the salon. I was still working at the YMCA. I was busy. Full load, 4 classes, 12 units, full time, everything. So, time goes by, blah, blah, blah. Then I'm working at Budget. I quit Budget. That was last April. I quit Budget. So I've been not working at Budget for a whole year already. So in last September, I moved to another salon. So that was my first salon switch. I'm at my second salon now. Love it. love the location, you know, love the people that work there, blah, blah, blah. Not one, oh, sorry, I forgot. When did I go to Long Beach? Fall 2012. Fall 2011. I took my last classes at West LA. Spring 2012, my first semester at Long Beach. And I've been there ever since. And now I'm approaching graduation. You could not you see how I was forgetting little pieces? I never thought it was going to be like that. I honestly thought it was just going to be real simple. I went to one school, 4 years, did this, that, there. Then I moved here and I did this. Like, I really thought it was going to be real concrete and real straightforward. But it wasn't. That wasn't my destiny. So, while I'm in school, I'm paying for my finances are being paid for through work. Through my clients with cosmetology, my clients with Herbalife. And I honestly can say that I am really grateful for this journey. For God not to just let me have it how I wanted it. How I expected it to be. How I had hoped. That very California dreaming type of way. Just like everything is all lined up and I got everything planned out like this. It didn't happen like that. But not once did I stop doing what I thought was going to be right at the time. I haven't stopped going to school. I haven't stopped working. Like, I personally feel like I've been doing my stuff. No, I'm not exactly where I want to be in life as far as like my finances and stuff like that. But I'm 21 years old. I already have a cosmetology license. I've had several paid for cars. Like, no, none of them have been Mercedes-Benzes or anything, but they've all been mine. They've all been clean. They've all been paid for. You know what I mean? So I feel like I've done a lot. I'm not the bragging type because I don't think it's necessary. And I've always lived my life on a higher level than average. I'm not going to say than everybody, than most people. I'm going to say than average. I'd never accept the bare minimum. I've never been the type of person that was content with being mediocre. So, it's funny, I was telling my new client today that I, graduated high school early, and I'm just telling him my story, just telling him about, like, my school, whatever, because he asked me, he was like, oh, did you go to West LA? And I was like, yeah, and then he was, asking me just other stuff, whatever. So that's how it came up, and I'm like, graduated, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, and he's like, oh, look at you, you graduated from high school early, da-da-da-da. He's like, don't be modest. I'm like, modest? This is just me. Like, I don't feel the need to brag about something that I'm used to. Just like people that are born with money don't tend to brag about being rich. It's kind of normal for them. It's normal. This is what I'm used to. I don't know anything different. So this is regular. It's nothing for me to brag about. I've always been a scholar. Like, from day one. I always have. I've always had student of the week, student of the month, student of the quarter, whatever, because I went to that kind of school where you were rewarded for just little things. So I've always wanted to be that person that was in front of everybody with a certificate, some type of gratitude, some type of gratification, some type of applause. I like that because I know it was me that did that. It's no outside source that created that for me. Outside of, teachers, I'm talking about me being the student that I am. I'm always open to learn. Always. Just like with Empower Network, when they're teaching you about personal development, I'm always open to learn anything that I feel like can benefit me as a person in the long run. Like I always say, no, everybody's not supposed to go to school. School is not for everybody. No, you don't need school to be rich. No, you don't need school to be wealthy. No, not necessarily. I just feel like I'm the type of person that needs school. I'm always in student mode. Always. I swear. Even when I'm in teacher mode, I'm in student mode. Even when I'm consulting, even when I'm, telling people what I think they should do to lose weight. I'm still learning stuff. Period. So, the bottom line of it is, all this time, I've had a concrete goal. 2 goals overall. That was to get a marketing degree, get a Bachelor of Science in Business Marketing, and to get a cosmetology degree. Well, cosmetology license. You can call it a degree if you would like. And I've already gotten my license. I got my license at 18 years old. At 18 years old, I was a licensed cosmetologist. At 22, I will be a marketing bachelor degree recipient. So, although it didn't happen how I planned for it to happen or how I hoped for it to happen, it's still happening. No, I don't have it yet, but it's almost there, and my goal is very concrete. So I know what it is that I have to do, just like I've been doing all these last minute runarounds to figure out what can I do to make sure that I am on track so that I'm not stressed out come spring. Because when you get down to the wire, as you get closer and closer to your goal, it gets harder and harder and harder. There are always stones being thrown at you. There's always the devil trying to get in your way. There's always a little something on your shoulder that's telling you, no, go the other way. Do this other thing. Oh, we can stop now. Do you know how many times I wanted to stop going to school just because I'm tired? Seriously. As much as I love school, I've had those moments where it's just kind of like, when am I going to be done? I've been taking all these classes, especially when I transferred. And you transfer and you realize that some of those units do not count for anything. All they count for is elective units. And in certain majors, elective units mean nothing. Like marketing. Business is an impacted major or impacted school. So elective units kind of don't really help you. They don't really help you. They're there. They don't go anywhere, but they don't really help you in the beginning. At least I'm not in a graduate program, so I'm not sure if it'll help me then, but it probably wouldn't. And I don't mean help me on a personal level. I'm talking about literally in attaining a degree. Because, you go to a JC and you have a class that's worth 6 units, but you only get 3 units worth of credits for it when you transfer. That's all I'm saying. So, again, the bottom line is you have to have concrete goals. You have to know exactly what it is that you want. Oh, I'm sorry. My other goal is 3. It was to get the cosmetology license, to get my Bachelor of Science in Marketing, and to graduate a cum laude, whether it's regular cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude, whatever. I want a cum laude somewhere. That's the bottom line. So I've recently just kind of put my head towards it, like, okay, well, what grades do I have to get to make sure that I have a 3.5? Well, what grades would I have to get to make sure I have a 3.6? What do I have to do on a weekly, monthly, daily basis to make sure that I'm on track? Again, your goal needs to be concrete. I mean, definite to the number, to the day, to the time, if possible. As clear as you can possibly get it. The clearer it is, the better chance you will have at making a plan that makes that goal attainable. If you're not sure how many pounds you want to lose, well, how the hell are you going to lose that amount of pounds? If you're not sure about how much money you want to make, then how do you know how many degrees you're going to need? Or how many loans that you might have to take out to start this business, or whatever the case might be. If you don't know what exactly it is that you want to do, what exactly it is that you want to get, what exactly it is that you want to achieve, then how are you going to get it, do it, or achieve it? I'll wait. There is no possible way for you to accomplish a goal that you have no idea about. You should be able to describe it and picture yourself there. I have walked myself through graduation, just a whole bunch of, I know first graduation is going to be 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock in the morning, all these students there, everybody in there, I don't know. I imagine a black cap and gown, but I don't know if that's the color we're going to wear. So, black cap and gown, we got sashes on, we have our, what are these things called? Oh my gosh. I forget what the thing is called that hangs down, but I just pictured having a gold one, and then later on going to black grad and having the African color one, and the African color set. I feel it. I've been to a couple graduations. Black grad I love. But I've been to a couple graduations, and I just can feel myself in that same setting, but in a different seat. Period. I feel it. I see it. I understand it. I know what it is that I want to do. So when you get to that point in your life, or that point in your goal setting, then the rest of the way is easiest. The beginning is knowing that you have a goal or that you want to do something. That second stage is figuring out exactly what the goal is, down to a T. And after that, the steps are just, okay, well, what do I have to do now? And what do I have to do now? And what do I have to do now? Oh, there you know. The goal is accomplished. So, that's just all I'm saying. Figure out what it is that you want to do, where it is that you want to go, who it is that you want to be, who it is that you want to see, the concerts that you want to go to, whatever the goal is, you have to understand the goal in itself. Then everything becomes easy. So, like I said, I always had those same 3 goals as far as education. I've always had those same 3 goals. But accomplished one already. I'm almost done with the second one, and those 2 go hand in hand. So I'm kind of working on them simultaneously so that, at graduation, before I get that diploma, I'm already knowing that I'm going to be some type of cum laude. For me, that's a big accomplishment. That's something that I really want. So, I can't say it enough. Come up with your goal. Figure out what it is that you really want to do. Taste it. Write it down. You have to be able to sense it with every sense. And if you don't know what your senses are, that's your vision, that's your taste, that's your smell, that's your hearing, and that's your feeling. Okay? So you have to be able to feel it all the way. Envision yourself there. Close your eyes and recite a description of it. Put yourself there. I know what it is that I want to do. I've accomplished the losing 15-pound goal. Now I'm working on the tone-up goal. I've done my research on what it is that I need to do, what it is that I need to eat, what Herbalife pills and drinks I need to take. Whatever. Do whatever it is that has to. Oh my gosh, I can talk. Do whatever it is that has to be done in order for you to really get that goal accomplished. But again, you have to start with knowing definitely what that goal is. That is my 2 cents for the day. I am 19 minutes in. If you have still watched this entire video, I would suggest that you go ahead and get into Empower Network. I'm going to put a link at the end of the video and in the description. If you feel as though you know what your goal is as far as weight is, or as far as weight goes, I should say, email me. healthhairandfitness@gmail.com. Everything is spelled correctly and it's spelled out. I'm going to put that at the end of the video as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope something in this video has reached out to you and made you feel empowered. 10-4, over and out.